Oh my goodness. Hello, 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 hello. Hi, 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 hi. How is everyone doing? Happy Friday. Happy, every day. Nay! Hello! Can you hear me over the music? I need to turn some things down. Alright, so this is an exciting day because this is the first time we are multi-streaming both Twitch and YouTube. Oh, you can't hear me? It's so loud. Okay. Cut the fucking music. We're done with that. Sorry. Alright. So this is the first time we are streaming to both YouTube and Twitch at the same time. This is crazy. I just got it set up like 15-20 minutes ago. I'm still trying to check on everything to make sure everything is okay. So like, the thing is, like, I don't have it set up so that I can see both chats. I can't put them on the screen because that's TOS for Twitch and everything. But this is going to be a lot easier going forward because Twitch sucks with VOD content. They delete it after like a couple of months or weeks or whatever it is. So having everything ported over to YouTube at the same time makes things so much easier. And that was a lot of the reason why I wanted to start doing multi-streaming. So that we could save all the moments from stream, apart from things that we clip and stuff like that, so that we'll just be able to keep it for posterity. You'll just have like VOD content on YouTube, and then we could just watch the streams on YouTube. And just be able to edit it down from there if we want to. So that is kind of where we're at right now. So that's what's going on here. My character is passed out. This was me maybe half an hour ago. Right after work. Actually, that was about an hour ago at this point. Holy crap. Either way, how the hell is everyone doing? My god, get me out of G-pose. I don't have my sound on. Turn this on. Okay, here we go. Alright, I think the background music is at a manageable level, so we'll just keep it there. My dude needs to wake up, man. This guy... Either way. There's been a lot of stuff in Final Fantasy XIV recently that has come out. There have been recent patches and things like that, so I do need to look up a lot of stuff to see what all it is I need to do today. So I did want to try out the new... I don't know what they call the thing. There's like a new area that we get our relic weapons from. Relic weapons, for those who don't know, are like the strongest weapons in the game for like each patch. So I did want to check out the new area and kind of how the whole thing works. I still have like a bunch of... What the hell is in my inventory? Why is my inventory so screwed right now? What is all this crap? Oh my god, I'm overwhelmed, I'm overwhelmed. I need inventory space immediately. We're gonna dump it all onto the retainers here. What do I even have? Oh, that's where they all went! Wait, I need these. For whenever friends of ours join, and I'll spray them and hit them with the Heavens Cracker. Those are all emotes. Don't mind those. I'm gonna move all of these in here, and these are all just like food items that I'm not using at the moment. Actually, no, keep the boiled eggs. We like those. I don't know why I keep all this crap, dude. Why do I have these? Yeah, my entire inventory is just screwed right now. God. I wish it was like Minecraft where you could just like You could just shift click things to move it over in one go. Okay. Then I'll just sort. Okay, that's a little better. I still need to sell this crap. I need to open this treasure chest. This sucks. No, don't talk to me. When did I have these? I don't even remember having those. Tattered sheet music? Oh, that's for the other thing. Yeah, there's just a lot of housekeeping. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to hold you up. Also, if anybody's wondering why there's this giant female bunny that I'm talking to, that's what my character used to look like before I turned myself into a potato. So, for those who don't know, that was my original character model. And now I'm just a small little boy. That did not... yeah, so... Probably should have said it that way, but... Okay, so, Occult Crescent is where we need to go. Field Operation is what the name of the thing is. How do we start this? Occult Crescent quests. We have to go to Tuliolol. Oh my goodness. We got Dr. Seuss. He's not Dr. Seuss. Because Dr. Seuss would spell his name correctly. Let me go turn in this other stuff for a moment here. Just let me open this box up. It's been a while since I've actually been on to do something meaningful, so I'm kind of trying to get my bearings about me here. Alright. I don't know if I want to go into this place as a bard or as a warrior. Oops. Because those are the only two classes I could enter in, because those are max level. I would be more comfortable playing bard, because it's my main job, but warrior will probably ensure that I won't die immediately, because I basically have the resilience of a wet napkin as a bard. We are very squishy. Ferry skipper, take me to Tuliolol. Alright, so who is the person we talk to? They say there's supposed to be an expedition messenger somewhere. Somewhere. I'm gonna have to look on the map to see where I'm supposed to go. Okay, so the name of the quest is One Last Hurrah. It's Tuliolol 1711. Oh, it's over there. Okay. Boing. I'm gonna use the big old teleport stone because I don't know where I'm going. We have waystones here too. Wachu Meki Meki. You! One last hurrah! The expedition messenger cast his gaze expectantly about the harbor. You're sounds, aren't you? Just the man I was after, as it happens. Old Kittenram tasked me with finding you. Says he's got a proposition for you. Stay right here. I'll go fetch him. Okay. Big man, what's up? Apologies for collaring you like this, but I was hoping we could parley before you took leave of Tulia Lal. Eh? Heh. I'll cut right to the chase. I want you on board for me final expedition. Before I get into the particulars, allow me to spin a quick yarn. Quick yarn? These days, any Eorzean sailor worth their salt bound for Tyrol will take the established route and skirt the southern Indigo Deep. That's America right there. But back when maps of the realm were nothing but blank parchment past Vilbrand, all we had was the allure of the horizon to guide us. Most of me fellow explorers weighed anchor and cut a course due west, heading straight for adventure. Alas, most were lost to the waves. Me crew and I reached Tyrol on account of us ranging northward and avoiding the same treacherous waters that claimed them. This is the Bermuda Triangle, isn't it? Is that what this is? That stretch of deep came to be known as the Shades Triangle. Yeah, it's the Bermuda Triangle, dude. This is awesome. I had a notion to solve its mysteries on behalf of me fallen comrades, but after arriving on these shores, it was land, not the sea, that promised adventures anew. Once I'd settled here and disbanded the expedition, I never did get the opportunity. Opportunity. But then I crossed paths with a certain realm-renowned adventurer and began to wonder. Aye, something told me that with your help I'd finally shed light on the mystery of those accursed waters. So how about it? Will you join this old explorer on one final jaunt? You had me a mystery, but what of your duties at the palace? I mean, I kind of wanted to expound upon what he's doing here. Let's get some more dialogue out of him. Not to worry, I propose all this with the full backing of the Dawn Servants. Truth be told, even before Galul Jaja asked me to watch over Kono and Wuklamat, I'd fear I'd never sail again. Any road, I'd sense the pair were wise to me worrying, so I laid it all bare. And you say the mystery of Shade's Triangle has haunted you since? The region of which you speak is an impediment to trade with foreign nations. Any effort to unravel its secrets would ultimately benefit Tulia Lal. Sounds like it might be the last chance you'll get, especially if you're hoping to get Sounds involved. Besides, Papa would turn in his grave if we bar his old friend from one final voyage. I say follow your heart, Tonqua. Yeah. I'm sure you'll be wanting more details, but I'd like to set sail sooner rather than later. Let's reconvene once we put a few miles between us and the harbor. The ship is ready and waiting. Had her sent over from Limsa especially. When you're ready, speak with... What the fuck is that guy's name? Old Fungaim over on the pier. Old Fungaim. Oh, fucking... Oh, fucking... Oh, fucking brother. Hey guys, what's going on? Maybe I should be a tank. I will survive more as a tank. I am tank now. Fear me. Anyway. Sounds, I presume. Kettenram told me all about you. The name's Ofungaim, navigator by trade. They say Shade's Triangle is wrecked with storms year-round, but a closer look at the charts will tell you that ain't strictly true. For a brief season, the sky's cleared and the sea's calm, hence why the old explorer's eager to weigh anchor. What's the matter? Don't tell me you're wary of clambering onto this little rowboat. That's the boat. We're not rowing all the way to Shade's Triangle. Our vessel's waiting out beyond the shallows. Any road, when you're good and prepared to leave, just say the word. Okay, talk to you again. Yes. Don't know whether to respect your medal or question your sanity, but welcome aboard. Oh, you know what? That sounds like a lot of my friend groups. We're on a boat. Do we go fishing? I am here. Plain sailing thus far. Might be time to talk about our destination. Shade's Triangle is a churning mess of storms, so every time a vessel goes missing in the region, most blame the treacherous conditions. But hear this, there are records of the last ship seeking to chart those waters, and the message they relayed to their escort is passing strange. Conditions fair. Crescent-shaped isle is sighted in the vicinity. Potential safe haven during storms, attempting to make landfall. They never made it back to port, despite the calm seas. Folks have taken the call on the island the Occult Crescent ever since. They say it's naught but a shifting mirage that claims the lives of all who sight it. Everyone on board knows the risks involved on a voyage like this, but there ain't nothing like the thrill of the unknown to trump good sense. Aye, the whiff of mystery and the promise of new discovery is hard to resist. Am I right in thinking the same applies to you, adventurer? Yeah. Anyhow, why don't you get acquainted with the rest of the crew? Oh. I'll be here checking the charts. Once you got the measure of the folks rise to their hides along with you, come and find me. Alright. You!
This ain't me first trip to these waters. I've sailed close to Shade's Triangle to survey the weather many a time. Only on the clearest days, when the sea's flat as glass, do you get a glimpse of the isle. It looks unremarkable from a distance, but that's exactly what the poor bastards who went missing must have thought. Never did pluck up the courage to take a closer peek, curious as I was.
Oh my god, he's such a yapper!
But when I heard Kettenram was leading an expedition into the heart of the Triangle, I signed right up. Don't get me wrong, I still got me reservations, but when I think of whatever's waiting for us in those waters, it's the excitement that wins out.
Oh my god. I didn't think he was gonna say that much.
My grandfather once sailed with Kettenram. He was right here with them when they first made landfall on Tyrol. But it wasn't Tyrol they were aiming for. They left Eorzea westward bound for Hingashi. They didn't count on a great big continent lying between them and their destination. Once they were ashore, they soon forgot all about the Far East. Eventually my grandfather settled, and here I am, 3 generations later. By all accounts, journeying with Kettenram is life-changing. I mean, that in the best possible sense, of course.
You. This isn't some foolhardy treasure hunt. No, solving the Owl's secrets will be worth more than any glittering trinkets. And if we can open up safe passage to the island, there's potential to establish a permanent landing. Just imagine the boon to foreign trade that would bring. All of which is to say, there's more at stake here than lining our pockets.
Meow, 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 meow.
No. There's no telling what awaits us on the island, which is why they've enlisted the help of experts and artisans to supplement our crew. There's one fellow we're all wishing we'd steer clear of, though. After we left port, I caught the crazed fool trying to launch one of the lifeboats. We managed to lock him in the hold, but the Vidral Sea above the drinking set about drinking all the rum in sight. Oh my god. Do we have Captain Jack Sparrow on this boat? In the end, we tied him up and stuffed him in one of the barrels he drained dry. So there's just a dude in a barrel somewhere is what you mean to tell me. The Tural Vidral. I have to remember to do that. Vidral. Looks like you had a good chat with the crew. That's the thing with seafaring.
A close-knit crew is indispensable out on the open sea. I know there's talk about me feats in Region Terral, but in truth, I couldn't have done it without me fellow explorers. Wherever the winds might take us, I consider it me duty to get us all there back in one piece. And back in one piece. Right, we'll be entering the Shades Triangle any moment now. Look sharp.
I really wanted that other big guy to just sound like a complete wuss. I don't remember any of the voices I gave them. I just kind of went at random. Land ho! I know that's not how you say it.
Hold steady. We set sail straight for her.
Aye, aye.
Huh? What the fuck?
It's gone.
Hmm? Where's that blasted island? We just had it in our sights.
Oh, I clicked the wrong button.
Land spotted off the starboard stern.
It's behind us?
What the fuck?
What? Don't tell me we careened right past it.
Get this Hulk turned around.
Gotta drink more water after that one. I fixed my eyes too. I spent the whole Fantasia just to fix my eyes. Twice, actually.
I'm gonna keep my eyes on it this time.
This cutscene's too long.
Lost sight of the damn thing again. Shift and Mirage was right on the money. If the isle itself was moving, the waves would be surging right over the bulwark. This is no natural phenomenon. Something's messing with our perception. Good. Ye deserve to heed my call.
I don't know what that is. Deserved or not, onwards we sail. Spoken like a true maelstrom.
Who are you talking to?
I heard a voice, bitch.
Strange voice, you say? I didn't hear a thing. What in the... I lost control of the rudder. It seems like someone's reeling us in.
Gods. Uh-oh. We're getting pulled sideways, holy shit.
It's no use.
Yeah, we're getting dragged.
It couldn't be the island, could it?
Oh, here comes the mist. What a fucking intro to this whole section. This is crazy. Oh shit.
How's the hull looking?
No obvious damage, but the ship's stuck fast. Almost as if we dropped anchor.
Perfectly docked and without a single scratch. There ain't a helmsman alive who could have managed that.
I fear she'll end up like that if we try and shift her.
I reckon we were brought here by some sort of arcane trickery. Trapped too, most likely. Heh. Magicked right to our destination. Quite the stroke of luck if you ask me. Well, there's nothing for it but to get this expedition underway. My character. Just waddling. It doesn't get old. I mean, granted, I've only been a potato for like half of a patch now. Alright. That voice you heard on the ship, I'm starting to wonder whether that was some kind of summons. I'm glad to have you with us regardless. As for the isle itself, I'd assume it was uninhabited. Certainly wasn't expecting to come across this phantom village. Like as not, there's some sort of ward encompassing the island to keep us here. That said, there's a chance ethereal currents could circumvent the ward, assuming you could tap into one. Might be worth a try if adventure calls you elsewhere. Any road, as much as I'd like to gather the crew and get stuck right in, we'd better secure the perimeter first. Oh, and I thought I'd give you a journal to jot down your findings along the way. Figured there's more than a few folks out here who'd appreciate a record of your exploits here. Fill those pages and give them something to sink their teeth into. Okay. If you wish to return to 2D online at any point during the expedition, interact with the ethereal currents by the moored ship. Why am I reading the directions in a different voice? Okay, so it's just saying that there's like a special way to return. Occult record unlocked. Bro, you're so small. Yeah, dude. Yes, I am. The occult record is now available under collection in the duty section of the main menu. New entries for prominent terms and characters will be added to the record as you explore the Occult Crescent. Kettenram has been added to the occult record. Kettenram scans the empty settlement with wary eyes. More cutscenes, of course. Odd. Not a single soul about. No use pondering, though. We better take a look around while Alfangheim stands guard. As long as the ship's safe, so are the provisions on board, and that means one less worry while we're getting our bearings. She gone. Let me know if you find anything of interest. Oh. My mic was, got the faintly glowing stone. Likely carved by skilled hands, this ether-infused stone exudes a faint glow. It's unclear whether the stone emits light naturally, or if some internal mechanism is causing the illumination. Causing the Illuminati. Got a glittering golden door over here. This is actually kind of what I wanted my Minecraft top part of my base to look like. Overgrown building. The foliage choking the building and the overall state of decay suggests it has been abandoned for some time, left to the mercy of the elements. I didn't mean to jump there. Just accidentally smacked the space bar. This actually wasn't the part I needed to go to. I need to go to the vantage point. Two shipwrecks are visible in the eerily still bay. No doubt once crewed by brave sailors seeking the inner reaches of Shade's Triangle. Judging from their orientation, the vessels must have sunk while attempting to leave the island. There's no telling whether the souls on board were also lost to the waves. Motherfucker, they're like 100 meters away. They could have just swam back. Unless the
island did the mysterious disappearing act again, and they just never saw the land again. You have finished investigating the area. Kettenram will be keen to know your findings. Yeet! That was a shallower pool of water than I thought. Even for my spindly potato legs. You! I'm guessing you're no closer to solving this island's mysteries either. Looking at these structures, I'd say this settlement's ancient. The original inhabitants may be long gone, but I was half hoping to find a few survivors from the wrecks at the very least. Anyhow, this building in particular took me interest. I managed to force the lock. I don't want you to think I make a habit of breaking locks in general skullduggery. Other than when strictly necessary, of course. Let's take a look inside, shall we?
Welcome to hell, motherfucker.
Oh, we in trouble. We gon' oh hell no, we gon' die. We gon' die today. A sarcophagus, do you reckon? I wouldn't get too close if I were you. I sense arcane trickery afoot. These candles aren't being kept alight by natural means, that's for damn sure. Heh, just as I thought. Experience tells me a ward like this will have us jumping through hoops to dispel it. Huh? Only ye deserved may lay claim. Let me see what I can do. Oh. Well, shit. That was easy. Not sure which is more confounding mystery. Your magic touch, or this god's forsaken rock we're standing on? Oh, shit. Hey, look, it's bones and emeralds. What the fuck? What? Oh, oh, hell no. Huh? Huh? Is it a tunberry? It's a tunberry! A tunberry?
Ah, thoroughly refreshed and raring to go. Eh?
Hmm?
And who might you two be?
Wasn't expecting the common tongue.
You take me for some benighted fool? Ah, but perhaps a valid supposition given my current form. You stand before the archive, the very definition of erudition. Now hurry up and introduce yourselves.
Hmm.
Me. Huh, sounds, is it? Those keen, searching eyes of yours. Clearly you have an inquisitive mind like no other. Save my own, that is.
I'm Kettenram, explorer hailing from Limsa. We're here on an expedition backed by the nation of Tuliolal.
Limsala, what now? Tuliolal? I visited each of the 12 city-states and learned all there is to know about the people and cultures, but those names ring unfamiliar. To think a whole nation would elude me! Tell me, when exactly was this Tulialal founded?
Hey, drink.
Yap. Blah, 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 blah.
Several hours later.
The 7th astral era? I moved to the island to avoid spreading the affliction that left me, as you see, and promptly fell into a deep slumber.
If memory serves, such a plague swept the realm at the end of the 5th astral era. But that'd mean you had been asleep for more than 1,500 years.
That would explain why I feel so well rested. Now that I'm awake, I should very much like to see what has become of the Isle.
Oh my god, I was expecting to see a Tunberry today. What the fuck? He's supposed to be a real person, but he got caught by some affliction 1,500 years ago.
Huh? Eh? I certainly don't recall the memorial fountain being so begrimed with algae. Perhaps you do speak the truth. Ho-ho! And the strange ether I sense pervading the island. Could it be a ward of sorts? The noggin's still foggy after that eons-long slumber. There was a time when I knew all kinds of things. The name of every battle, the weights of all the riches in the world to the ons. I was a wise old man, a gushing font of knowledge. Say, I could be a real boon for your expedition once I get up to speed. I shall join you on your endeavors.
Perhaps in the course of our adventure, your memories will come flooding back. I don't want to be too main character energy. I don't want to feel like I'm helpful to some degree. Seeing as there's nothing in this settlement out to kill us, I think it's time we get the crew ashore and earn in their keep. I'll be right back. Hopefully we can learn more about the Isle from our newfound co-conspirator. May's already sussing it. He's like, this guy's up to no good. I've seen the type. They have knives and they're violent. The archive has been added to the occult record. It's very weird doing like the two polar opposite voices. Unfamiliar territory. The archive yearns to make sense of the situation. I can't wait to just get to playing the part so that I don't have to do the voices anymore. This is a lot of cutscenes.
Would you care to elaborate upon what brought you here?
Yep. Gee.
So the Isle lies in the heart of Shade's Triangle, and many a ship has gone missing in these waters? You mentioned the wrecks out in the bay. It's not unreasonable to think some of those sailors would have made it ashore. Why did no one try to wake me?
They stupid. The door to your chamber was tightly barred. They probably took one look at you and sealed the sarcophagus back up. Oh god. I don't want to roast him because he's gonna get pissed at me and he's gonna start shanking me or something. I'm just gonna say the door to your chamber was tightly barred.
But your burly companion was able to force the lock. I dare say, youngsters, swarthier sailors would have even less trouble getting that door open.
Never mind that. I'm still puzzled by the strange voice that only I can hear.
You mean to imply that someone summoned you here? Clearly it wasn't me. I've been sound asleep for the last few millennia, give or take. What a tantalizing conundrum! We must simply get to the bottom of this. We simply must get to the bottom. What the fuck? Oh, it's a fairy. Hello. Is it knowledge you seek? Hello. Hmm? What manner of creature is this? A familiar, methinks. Looks like the fairies employed by Nemean scholars of Eld. Was it you who summoned her? Me? Preposterous! Oh, I just got a text message. Sorry for the immersion break. I got a text message that I have a package downstairs. I would have summoned something more statuesque. What are you trying to say, huh? Oh, its name is Iris, too. How rude. My name is Iris, and I certainly wasn't called forth by a wizened little wretch like you. Maybe her voice isn't supposed to be so whimsical. Wizened? You mean wise, you petulant little whelp? Honestly, who would ever summon a companion so lacking in manners? I know exactly what I meant, and you, sir, are lacking in wisdom. A seal has been placed upon your worldly knowledge, thus preventing its use. We made you stupid. You can only speak of that which the rotund individual over here has seen and learned firsthand. Rotund individual? Who are you calling rotund, bro? I wasn't always like this, I'll have you know. I used to be a hot bunny girl. Is that so? Well, that explains why I can't muster the faintest mode of magic. I tried to heal myself earlier to no avail. Centuries of sleep on that cold stone slab really took its toll on my lower back. Enough of you and your aching bones. Iris, where's your master? We try a different tack. Why were you summoned here? She won't answer to me. I don't know. Oh, okay, she will. Leaves. Ha! Looks like someone else has had their knowledge sealed away. If I'm wise and lacking wisdom, then you're not but an unfamiliar. Good night, Nang. Sleep well. Thank you. I will, indeed. Fortunately, we'll have no trouble having VOD content after this because of streaming to YouTube. So we'll have that all saved up over there. But have a good night, sleep well. I will see you tomorrow. Ahem! I'll tell you one thing. That fairy was steeped in the same ether permeating the island. As I surmised, there's a strange ward covering the isle in its entirety. No doubt those ships in the bay were caught in its pull. Well, wards can't just cast themselves. Meaning someone's responsible for those poor souls who perish in Shade's Triangle. Methinks our focus ought to be finding out what we can about this individual. And let's not forget that strange voice you keep hearing. For all we know, it could be connected in some way. Right. Let's go speak with Jeffroy? His name is Jeffroy? That sounds like a Filipino name. Hey, Jeffroy. Jeffroy Kalongkagin. Change the channel. Right, let's go speak with Jeffroy over yonder. He ought to have a word on progress at the base camp. Jeffroy. Such a shit name. Okay. I needed a lot of yerba mate after that one to coat my throat from the brutality I've just been putting it through. Hello, Jeffroy. That's the worst fucking name.
I'm not gonna even try with this guy's voice.
You'll be pleased to hear that preparations are well underway. I sent the advance party to scout while the ship's being unloaded. The fucking music is like all over the place. We've already found an ideal spot to stage forays into the island's southern reaches and are setting up camp as we speak. When you're ready to head out, just say the word. Once you're out in the field, you'll have to speak with Kettenram and decide how to proceed. The support crew will be stationed here in town. Be sure to avail yourself of their services if you're in need. And if you're after a weaponsmith, word is we hired a truly remarkable craftsman for the expedition. Judging by his reputation, he'll soon have your weapons honed to deadly perfection. Point. The smithy will be set up over yonder. Do drop by if you're interested. Well, that's all from me. Give me a shout when you're ready to make for the encampment. Okay.
Are we ready to go? South Horn, let's go.
You stand upon the Occult Crescent, an uncharted isle in the heart of Shade's Triangle. Whether you choose to join your fellow explorers in large-scale battles against the fiercest of foes, or take on the Crescent's denizens in a series of small skirmishes, there are many ways to proceed and much to uncover on these shores. The following pages contain a detailed explanation of what you may expect on the Occult Crescent. Read and understand them well if you seek to unravel the island's mysteries. So level 100, required average item level 690 will be synced to 700. We're fine. I think ours is like 720 or something above that. All players are subject to a separate leveling system while exploring the Occult Crescent, indicated by their knowledge level. Participate in large-scale battles or slaying the island's fiends will bolster your knowledge, akin to experience points. When facing the fiends of the Occult Crescent, your knowledge level will significantly impact the outcome of any battle. To improve your chances of survival when roaming the wilds, be sure to accrue as much knowledge as you are able, aka start grinding. Discrepancies between your knowledge level and that of your foes will affect the damage you deal and receive. You would do well to choose your marks carefully before engaging. While exploring the isle, you may participate in critical encounters, large-scale battles for up to 72 combatants. Emerging victorious from these perilous endeavors will garner a wealth of knowledge and other rewards. As critical encounters are not affected by your knowledge level, they can be attempted regardless of your progress. Additionally, during the course of your expedition, the return action is replaced by the Occult Return, which enables instant return to the base camp without the penalty of a lengthy recast time. I understand what I must do. Shut up and let me in. And there's everybody. So yeah, what the fuck is this? This is a man that knows only torment. There's a lot of people here. Okay, let's get in. Yes, let me in. Right, here we go. We're gonna get ourselves a cutscene. The Occult Crescent South Horn. Ooh. Come here, bitch. New job, old tricks. Kettenram is overseeing activities at the expedition base camp. Storm is coming, look out. Oh no. There's apparently a big thunderstorm coming. So, if my stream crashes, that is why. So, I will say GG for now, just in case. But we're still going to play, but in case I get disconnected, have a good weekend. You'd be hard-pressed to find a better location to stage an expedition than this. And I think we'd even find something akin to an etherite. With any luck, there'll be a few more dotted around the isle to avail ourselves of. Make sure you attune with this one before leaving camp. Speaking of leaving, our advance party scoured the area and brought back a few bits and bobs of interest. The archive was appraising the cache, but he soon scampered off and started poking around the heap of rubble. We better see what he's up to. The guy's name is Vert. A Waystone attuned. Expedition botanist, expedition lancer, expedition trader. Need to remember what I'm doing. I'm just trying to get my bar up so that I can head out into the wild here. Okay. Got my stance on. Hello, everybody. Holy shit, y'all got in here at the same time. What the fuck? Oh, the archive's over there. Oh, there you are. I've got something crystalline to show you. Huh? Aha! Just as I thought. Because you laid eyes on the crystal, I was able to tap into my wealth of learning on the topic. This sealed knowledge business is awful frustrating, I must say. What I handed you was a soul shard from the 5th astral era. Contained within is a phantasmal record of arcane arts and combat disciplines pioneered by the 12 city-states of Eld. I'm sure the methods you modern combatants employ are far more refined than those of my day. Nonetheless, you might benefit from learning the old ways of waging war. Under normal circumstances, I'd find myself a soul shard and fight alongside you, but I can't access what's inside. Thwarted again by the seal that diminutive little scallywag spoke of. Given that you were summoned here especially, I dare say you'll have no trouble using it, however. Go on, try affixing it to your garb. Huh? Okay. Phantom jobs unlocked. Oh shit, here we go. The soul shard in your possession gives you access to 3 phantom jobs: Phantom Knight, Phantom Monk, and Phantom Bard. These supplementary jobs can each be selected via the Phantom Job window while on the Occult Crescent. Selecting a Phantom Job enables the use of job-specific Phantom actions. Phantom actions are displayed on the Phantom Action panel from which they may be selected for execution. Ow. I just banged my knee on my fucking desk. Much like other actions, Phantom actions can be registered to the hotbar. You are currently a Phantom Freelancer. Select your chosen Phantom job from the window to proceed with the expedition. Well, I am an archer by trade, so I might do the Phantom Bard. Even though I am a tank, so like I'll be a tank with ranged capability. Speak with the expedition advisor here in the base camp, or Jeffroy in the Phantom Village, to learn more about the Occult Crescent. Jeffroy. I will always give that man shit. Jane's Phantom Job. These memories echo with a vivid imagery of a bard's lilting song. Utilize them to employ the very same ballads in battle. Oh, so is this just the song buffs? Honestly, that might actually be dope. Unable to join. Oh, it's because I'm still. Fuck. Hang on. It's because that. I'm still technically targeting the striking dummy, so I have to reset the striking dummy aggro. This is just dumb. Okay, there we go. It only happens with striking dummies. Oh shit. Okay, so we just got the pages of the occult record. I just wanted to get that green dot off my screen. Okay. Offensive aria increases damage dealt and self and nearby party members by 1%. Okay. Dope, dope, dope. Alright, shut up. So where would I put this? Where would one put said thing? Here. So I can just click on that to start the buff. Romeo's Ballad. Freezes time for all nearby enemies readying an attack. Okay, so it's like a stun. A critical encounter is at hand. Mighty March. Gradually restores own HP and HP of all nearby party members. Tier potency 3000. Additional effect increases maximum HP by 20. Okay, so it's just like my Thrill of Battle. So I could double up at level 3. And Hero's Rhyme. Increases damage dealt and healing potency of self and nearby party members by 10% while reducing damage taken by 10? It's a... Oh my god. That's insane. So you hit harder, you heal better, and you take less damage by 10% on all accounts? That's insane. That is an absolute get. We're gonna work towards that. Let me just go out and try shit. Taka-chan, hi! Nanigaski. Alright, we gotta enter this the right way. Their trusty steed. Oh, it won't let us. We have to finish the quest before we can go out. Well, that was a good expedition.
Excellent! It would seem you've managed to interface with the Soul Shard. There is one caveat. I believe it will only work within the confines of the island's ward. Nonetheless, as you accumulate more knowledge, you'll soon be able to draw on more potent techniques. What's more, I don't think that's the only Soul Shard on this island. Blah, 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 blah. I'm positive you'll acquire others on your travels. I'm a little bit under the influence. The more you possess, the greater the array of ancient techniques you will have at your fingertips. Well, I shan't keep you from your excursions any longer, though you'd better speak to that imposing lass over there before you depart.
Imposing lass? Ah. Oh, her. Okay. You! I'm not trying with your voice. These walls have seen better days, but they're solid enough. As long as we secure the entrances, the camp will be safe while you're out roaming the isle. Roaming's all well and good, but we'll need a firm plan of action if we're to make any headway. Before you leave, let's consider our approach. Oh, for fuck's sake. Can I just get to the part where I hit shit with my axe? Okay. Bye! Let me see what he has to say. You! Seems to me the more we learn about this island, the further we get from unraveling its secrets. There's the voice only you can hear, the isle-wide ward, the seal on the archives knowledge, the fairy familiar and her master. Not to mention finding a settlement on such a remote island is passing strange to begin with. But before we get to satisfy our curiosity, we have a more pressing concern to address. Where's the food? Safety. The crew are peerless, yourself included, but I've seen negligence and lack of preparation lay low off the finest explorers. Which is why I intend to thoroughly appraise the threats lurking beyond these walls. As our resident freelancer extraordinaire, I want you to fell 3 different species of fiend and share your findings from each encounter. At the very least, it'll be an opportunity to test that crystal of yours.
Provide me with any information you gather. The more you see and share, the more we chip away at that blasted seal.
Okay. I mean, I was gonna do that anyway, but fuck. The Crescent Bandersnatch. Oh god, he's got... I didn't even use my song. Probably should have, maybe. Wow, that thing is tough. 5 enlightenment gold pieces, 10 knowledge points. Okay, so that's my experience bar right there. Okay. Yeah, I have to grind a lot in the beginning because I'm still but a wee lad. Okay. Good! I wasn't ready. I still need to unlock the relic weapon quest. So I probably have to go back to the main town. This is gonna take a long time without a party. I love how, like, I was a bard in this game for, like, 4 years. And, like, nobody really cared that I was a bard at all. But I do, like, one dungeon as a warrior and solo, like, the final boss after everybody died. And everyone remembers me for that. And I'm not even a good tank. Like, I'm literally like the most brain dead tank on the face of the planet. Like, I only did this just like 1 for glam and 2 to solo stuff. Like, I actually had a real problem in this game with melee characters and casters. And I still have a problem with casters. Like, I still have no idea what I'm doing when it comes to magic. I just want to do this to make it quicker. Oh. Hopefully you guys didn't hear that dog go. Bark, bark, bark. But yeah, like for me, like I was always a ranged person. Like I always liked having a bow and having like the safety of distance in between me and whatever was kicking my ass. Oh, that's what these things are. I want to go back. Let me go back. Which way's the back way? Guinness draft, holy shit. Okay, leave the duty, yeah. Oh, is the guy here yet or no? Oh, he's here! Yeah! That's what we wanted. Igor Goduto. Iris Hanabi. I love how everybody has, like, these well thought out names, and then there's mine. Leader Seal is on the hunt for a missing weaponsmith. This is what we want. That rum-addled reprobate. Wouldn't be surprised if we found him floating in the sea. Oh, have need of a smithy, do you? I'm afraid we ain't up and running yet. Truth be told, the weaponsmith we hired bolted before we could finish setting up shop. Master of his craft by all accounts, but he's nothing but trouble since he's set foot on the island. Kept trying to escape, so we threw him in the old. Our woes didn't end there, though. He drank most of the booze we brought along for the expedition. I tell you, the bugger was half pickled by the time we hauled him out. Any road, the bastard's now gone and disappeared. This fellow you speak of sounds vaguely familiar. Eh? Either you're already acquainted with the scoundrel, or Eorzea has come more cantankerous weaponsmiths than I thought. Home to more cantankerous weaponsmiths than I thought. Needless to say, there aren't many folk willing to sail for Shade's Triangle. While we were scratching around trying to find someone, a certain enterprising woman put us in touch. They say there ain't a finer weaponsmith alive today, but he drinks like a sailor on shore leave, and is up to his neck in debt. He signed up for the expedition to settle his dues. Yep, sounds like Gerald. Any road, he can't have gone far. It's not like there's any way off this rock. If he's half as good as they say, I reckon it'll be a boon for your adventuring. Keep your eyes peeled. If you run into a shirtless, rum-soaked good-for-nothing by the name of Gerald, tell him to come see me. Alright, where's Gerald? Where is his ass? Oh, he's up there. I wish I could ride my mount on this area. Neonata Noir. Wait a minute. Are you Bunny Lady? Bunny Lady! You! You. Shit! Not a jump around to be at this bloody ghost town. There was no mention of Shade's Triangle when I signed the goddamn contract. Talk about false bloody pretenses. More fool me for trusting that wily Harridan, eh? Huh? Who the hell's a... Oh, bugger me. Can't I do one bleeding job without you showing your ugly mug? That said, there's never a dull moment when us two team up. I'm using one of your weapons right now. How about we finish the job sharp and should get off this desolate rock, eh? Word to your mother. Expedition Metallurgists. Is that somebody that takes care of your seasonal allergies with metal? Death metal. You must have had a hard time coaxing him back. Apologies for all the trouble. Wasn't that hard. Right. With the smithy up and running, it's high time you started earning your keep. Listen here. Do you really think I'm gonna sully me hammer and tongs knocking out work any village smith with half a brain could handle? No, nothing less than 9 impossible feats of genius stoke me fire these days. Says the impudent sot who drank the old dry. Racking up more debt in the process. You're hardly in position to dictate terms. Though it does seem daft to fork over high water and sums to hire Aeolus find a weaponsmith only to have him forged in plain old swords and shields. Any ideas, adventurer? Relic weapons, bitch. I'm sure Eorzea's finest weaponsmith has his own ideas. He does, as a matter of fact, devising a new means of refining weapons and armor. Couldn't help notice all the ether permeating the place. Reckon I'll tap into that somehow. I don't know what to do with the voices anymore. I'm tired. Of course, I'll need raw materials. Some magic warped ore from this isle should do just the trick. If it's ores you're after, our surveyors will soon be conducting a preliminary excavation. Is that all you need to start? Nope. Oddly. If that were the case, any old fool could do the job. Magical properties can be fleeting and elusive. Without a means to properly harness the ether, there's every chance the ore would degrade in the process. What the fuck? So you'll require something besides raw materials. Any inkling as to what that might be? Sometimes a foul bestia that throws a death will leave behind a crystallized chunk of their life essence. I've used the stuff in the past, and while it ain't exactly common, I'd wager you'll find it on this bastard rock. Not that it's unique to the island mine. I'm sure you'll find it elsewhere, too. Oh no, is this the fucking Atma? Does this mysterious crystal have a name? I swear to God. Indeed it does! Demi-Atma! Oh, god damn it! It's an Atma farm. Don't do it to me, man. We did this in Heaven's Word. My character knows, too. Thanks for providing the spark our weaponsman needed. Looks like he's committed to fulfilling his contractual duties at the very least. Now, dude, that's just fucking dandy. I had to find the fucking shit. Say, how'd you feel about handling the fiend felon part of the gambit? Oh yeah, I'm fucking stoked, dude. While you're out acquiring Demi-Atma, I'll see how amenable Gerald is to helping around the smithy. I reckon that's a reasonable division of labor. I love that my character is feeling the same dread that I feel right now. Demi-Atma can be obtained from fates and critical encounters on the Occult Crescent South Horn. It can also be obtained from fates in other regions. That's what we plan to do today, not the fucking field shit. These regions are Urkapacha, Kozamauka, Yaktel, Shaloni, Heritage Found, and Living Memory. Now this works in our favor because this actually helps us hit two birds with one stone. Because right now we need to do shared fate things. So there's still 3 sections that I need to fill out the shared fate things. I've completed 3. Basically this is just a fate farm. It's like a bunch of little random skirmishes that we have to complete. We have to do 40, well no, it's more than 40. We have to do a shit ton in each section to unlock this shop that gives us an RGB umbrella. Cheap viewers on bullshit.com, fucking get out of here. So we actually had to do fates anyway, but now that we have the added boon of the Demi-Atma thing to do, we basically get to do 2 things at once by just doing one thing. So that actually helps us. Zane Bigglesworth, little piggy Zane Bigglesworth, bro. I am done with this. Get me out of here. Let me off this fucking island. I don't care what either soaked bullshit. I don't want to be next to Zane Bigglesworth. We're leaving. Goodbye. Oh, shut up. Oh, see, that's the umbrella right there. That's the umbrella that I'm chasing after. So basically, that umbrella is only accessible after we do that stupid thing in all the territories of this patch. This shit. Only after we get complete on all 6 of these can we unlock the shop that sells this umbrella. That's what we're doing it for. The freaking neon umbrella. That's a beautiful umbrella, by the way.
It serves no purpose but for glamour, but you know what, honestly, like, glamour is the true endgame. That's what it always has been. No, not you. I also need to farm up some more crafting crystals. That's why, like, you know, sometimes, like, me streaming this for people that don't play this game, it feels like it could be, like, very confusing. Everyone has the fucking umbrella that I want. It gets to be a little bit overwhelming to people because, like, I'm explaining all the things in my head that I already know how to do and need to do in the game. But to, like, somebody that doesn't know how this game works, they're like, it's just, like, a lot of different things that are going on, and it's just kind of overwhelming. That's why, like, whenever I do streams, like, I try to keep it central to one thing. So, like, either it's, like, the Occult Crescent stuff, or it's raid stuff, or it's the main story. Like, I try to make it so that it's in, like, a chunk of the game that's digestible, and not, like, the myriad other things that this game offers that kind of go crazy. So, like, you know, we have, like, all of the crafters and gatherers stuff. We have, like, all of these other battle classes that I still have to work on. Like, there's still so many facets to this game that make it so that you have, like, so much to do all the time. And it's difficult trying to figure out, like, what to do and, like, when to do it. And especially if you're new to the game and you're just, or you're not even familiar with the game and you're just watching this, you're like, what the fuck is going on? You know? Like, that's what I try to avoid with the streams. Which is why, like, and you know, that's kind of my mentality with streaming in general now these days too, is like, I could turn on the stream and just do like a bunch of grinding, but I don't think a lot of people will understand what's going on a lot of the time, which is why I wanted to do like special event stuff for Minecraft or for Final Fantasy or for whatever other game that I'm doing. Like, I wanted to have like a purpose when I stream, so that there's like something to sink your teeth into, as opposed to just like a random grind where it's just like, you know, you're just watching something, just somebody do something over and over. That it's just kind of like not interesting. You don't know what's happening. It's just kind of, it just kind of is what it is, sort of thing. Although this is going to make it difficult for like some of the ideas I have going forward, because I wanted to play all of my favorite games from my childhood on stream and like have like video documentation of it. And a lot of it's going to be RPGs, so there's going to be like a lot of grinding. Some of which may, I mean, I don't even know if they're going to be verbal, you know, because like there's just like a lot of times where you're just going to be mindlessly grinding just to kind of get to the level that you need to get to. And like, I don't entirely know how much that I want to do on stream, or like, if I do it on stream, like, I don't know how, God damn it, I don't know how vocal I will want to be when doing that, because I feel like that's just like my chill time, you know? So that's why it's difficult for me to try to figure out how I want to present the content on the stream. And I know it's my stream, I can do whatever I want, but even I will understand that not a lot of people will want to watch just like wordless gameplay, you know what I mean? Because like literally anybody that ever plays the game or watches a YouTube video will get the same experience out of that. So like, I don't want to be, unless I'm like, if I'm not in a very talkative mood one day and I just want to stream like the gameplay, I'm like, is this really going to have value to somebody that's watching it, you know? That's the big problem that I have. Oh shit. Hello. Alright, we're just gonna do AoEs here. That's a lot of... Can't even see me because I'm so freaking short.
Hey, we did it. Alright, I can just leave now. No, stop it. Stop it. Stop casting. I want to use my rat and get away. Ah. So basically that was just like a little collectathon thing where you just had to get as many things as possible and then you could just leave. Now I gotta go down here. Oh, they've already started that. Maybe I shouldn't... Will I have enough time to do that one? They're at 12% right now. So basically I just have to keep doing these little random pop-up missions to hopefully land one of the Demi-Atma. And we only need 3 from each region. Okay. So we got the first one down. We didn't get the Atma, because usually it'll like pop up. There'll be a little pop-up when you get one. Hello! Have no fear, tanks are here! We have so many tanks. This will be done in no time, dude. Why am I AoEing one thing? Is that it? One more. Tornado warning is canceled. Holy shit, we had a tornado warning. Tornado warning in our way here. Raining very hard. Stay away from windows. Time to go to the basement soon. Oh yeah, shit. So we have some really bad storms coming over to my family's area. So yeah, the weather's been pretty bad recently. What the fuck? Oh. That one's already done. a button that basically for everything that I hit, I'll get life back, like a life steal button. I just have to hit that every 25 seconds and I'll just never die. That's how brain dead this class is. Oh shit. I walked out of the area. Not bad. That map was annoying. Oh, he's got the Yojimbo barding for his Chocobo. I really want that one. We got it. No Demiatma though. Okay, so we're going that way. So we may not be getting the Demiatma, but we are still being productive because we are still filling up these things here for the shared fate. That's why, like, just doing these grinds together is, like, the best thing possible because, like, you don't have to do extra to knock out two things at once. It's like you're getting more out of your productivity, which I love that. I have to talk about this too because it's a problem that I've been kind of researching is that, like, so I have ADHD, right? Like, this should be kind of obvious, but it's like I heard recently that there's like such a thing as, I mean, it does revolve all around the idea of like dopamine and just like wanting to get dopamine. But the one thing I found out is that there's like dopamine addiction, which like there are side effects of it that like it kind of affects like a lot of your daily life in ways that you didn't think would happen, like kind of like having like a lack of motivation for like general tasks or like kind of being lackadaisical at work and stuff like that. And a lot of that shit sounded like things that I was going through. And I was just like, shit, like, is this like the thing? It's like hearing, like putting the face to the name like for the first time ever kind of thing. Like, especially like when I first found out about like ADHD and like that I had it, like after going to like, you know, seeing professionals and like being diagnosed, it was like understanding like what that does to me. Like that was an eye-opener already, especially because I got diagnosed pretty late. I think I was in my 30s already. I was actually absolutely in my 30s already. Because when I was growing up, it wasn't just like the stuff about ADHD kind of wasn't like, it wasn't thoroughly researched, and a lot of people didn't really think of it as a thing. They just thought it was like, nah, your kid's just slow or stupid or something. Your kid's lazy, you know? Like, just kind of like like every little negative buzzword that you could have thought of. Like, that's what they called me and just kind of termed me. But now it's like, they actually take a lot of... They actually put a lot of thought and credence into the idea that, yeah, this is something a little bit more than just like your kid's just slow or, you know, scatterbrained or something like that. So like once I started understanding like the side effects of like ADHD and like how to, like one, how I had been like naturally trying to combat it, and then also like better ways of handling it, like that definitely helped a lot. Where are all of the things? But then, like, also hearing about the idea of the dopamine addiction, like, you know, constantly craving, like, stimulus, which is pretty much, like, what I am. Like, just me being, like, a serial gamer all the time. Like, even though, like, you know, I'm not always, like, on the games that everyone else is playing, like, I am still trying to pull my attention into some sort of stimulating activity, whether it just be, like, hyper focusing on something, or, trying to, do workouts and stuff like that, playing all these games on my phone or whatever, like 24/7. Even to the point where I'm like engaging in conversations on my cell phone, like in chats while I'm in the shower, which I hate to admit is a thing that I do. But it's like, it takes on so many different faces that I never even once thought about. Shit barely hit me. This dude's got no shot. But yeah, that's why it was like... It was definitely eye-opening once I had heard of the idea of, like, the dopamine addiction, and just, like, how, like, constantly having stimulus and stuff like that creates, like, a lot of fatigue and other forms of... other facets of your life. Which I was like, I never once thought of that. And, like, the idea that you could be burnt out just from overstimulation. Because I'm always like, why am I always so fucking tired all the time? And granted, I also don't sleep very well, so, like, I mean, that's another issue. But it's like, hearing about all that really made me think about things, I think that's also the reason why I'm addicted to this game. Because, like, there's always just so much going on that, like, sometimes it could be overwhelming, and I feel like I crave the overwhelming sometimes. Even in Minecraft, I just realized, like, I just plunge face first into an ancient city all the time. Like, I always go for, like, the most dangerous shit, like, all the time. Because I feel like I need, like, the rush, you know what I mean? No, I didn't get it. They're all going this way. What's over this way? Okay, there's one over there. I know exactly what that one is. Yeah, because if I go, like, playtime... So I have played this game for 188 days, 3 hours, and 45 minutes. Mind you, that is not how long I've been subbed to the game. That is how many in-game hours I have played of this game. So it is 188 days worth of game that I've actually played. Not just how long I've been subbed. I don't know how much that is, if somebody could do the math. I mean, I'm probably not going to be proud of it, but... And granted, like, that might not also be, like, an accurate depiction, because, like, I feel like a lot of the time that I'm on this game, too, I feel like I fall asleep on it. Oh, shit. I'm paralyzed. It feels like I'm paralyzed. Ow. That's one thing for somebody that can't sing to do, is to try to replicate Chrissy Costanza. I'd be lucky to have one octave. She's got like a zillion. Alright, so everybody down south. They haven't... Serpent Lord, okay.
Alright. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna try to do this for a little while longer. But, I also have to get up pretty early tomorrow. So, I don't entirely know how long I will be on. Now, granted, if, like, the storms take out my internet, that's gonna be, you know, the end of it, right? Let me just drag these sons of bitches over. I might do a lot of this off stream too. Because there's going to be a point where, like, I'll just get socially tired. Like, I think that's the other big thing. Is that, like, while streaming is fun and I love to do it, like, at the same time, too, like, I will also probably be tired after a while, and my social battery will only go so high. I know a lot of people, like, think that I'm kind of, like... I know Nay likes to think that I'm, like, extroverted. Just because, like, I have, like, a comfort in talking to people, but that doesn't mean that I'm not an introvert. I still have a social battery that does drain just as quickly as, like, any other introvert. I feel like sometimes it's a little bit easier on stream because you're just talking to yourself a lot of the time. Like, you're not really, I mean, at least for me, like, I'm not really engaging so much with, like, a lot of different talking heads in the chat. And whenever I am, it's usually manageable. But if it's, like, a wave of people, like, it could be very well overwhelming. Like, I remember when we did the hide-and-seek event, there were a lot of people in that event. There was, like, a lot of energy, a lot of different faces. At the same time, like, you know, it can be a lot to deal with. Stop! Get off your rat. Thank you. Why am I not level synced, bro? Sync up! Oh my god. Why does it just auto sync, bro? How long do I have this Twist of Fate? Yeah, why did I use my mitigation? You can't even see me. Hey. Oh wow, the drop rate for this shit is really low. There's usually a little badge that will show up in this, like, kind of around this area whenever you get one of the Demi-Atma. But it ain't dropping. At this rate, I'm probably going to get the Umbrella before I even get an Atma. Which would be insane. Like, that would be the worst Twist of Fate. But yeah, it's just going to be a lot more of this activity for, like, the foreseeable future, so... I might stream a little bit more of it, but then I'll probably end it in just, like, a couple of minutes here, so that everybody can head along on their way, and in case a thunderstorm actually hits me, I won't be putting any of my machinery at risk. We're just destroying these challenges. It's so good. Like, when there's this many people, like, in each one of the fates, like, it's really difficult to, like, even take damage a lot of the time, because there's just so much of it just melting around you. This one's over. On top of that, I'm also getting bicolored gemstones, which is also particularly good for crafting. There's like nothing but positives going on right now. If I had like all of the other animations for everybody else on, this would just look like pure chaos. And it would probably run my CPU into the ground. Alright, no luck there, but that's okay. Where are we going? Where are we going? We got anything on the map? We have nothing on the map right now, so I'm just gonna go to the middle. So shared fate-wise, that is 31 out of 40. We only have 9 more to finish this area. So I think what I'll do is I'll do like the next 9, and depending on whether or not I get Atma, I'll just move to the next section. I think maybe I'll just move to the next section anyway. So I'll do 9 more here, finish off the shared fate rank, and then move to Heritage Found, which is like the next one over. And then just continue to try to farm from there. So that way I could still do the shared fate for the other 2 sections. So I'm trying to keep it so that like I'm not trying to repeat any... Like if this is already completed, there's no reason for me to be here apart from the Demi-Atma. So I can still farm for the Demi-Atma while finishing off these 2 sections. So I'm going to try to keep the dual productivity going. And I know everybody's just over there like just smiling and nodding. I'm slowly dying. Not anymore. Suckers.
Howdy. Alright, let's go. Oh, back top. I just got a message from my friend. It's like, your birthday is the WWE superstar who lands on your birthday is your tag team partner, and I got Seth freaking Rollins. Hell yeah! Oop, where am I going? Where am I going? Get off the rat! Get off the rat! Is that guy's guild named Dilfs? GG easy peasy. Let's go. Everyone's going this way. I love how, like, sometimes I don't even have to look at the map. I just follow where everyone's going. This is as active as it's been in a long time, too. That's why, like, having the Occult Crescent come out and involving all of the areas is so good because it brings everybody back to the game. Because everyone's farming for the relic weapon. So it just feels more alive again. This was the content people were waiting for. We got more out there. Chase that thing down. Nice. Alright, nothing on the map. Where am I at for shared fate? 34 to 40, okay, 6 more. And then we'll move over. I like this kind of content over the gathering content right now too, because when I do gathering content, it gets so monotonous and it's so, like, devoid of action that I just start falling asleep sometimes. Even though, like, I enjoy doing it, it gets very, very monotonous. It's like when I play a baseball game, like like MLB The Show or something, where it's like, I love baseball. You know, it's like, you know, one of my favorite sports. But at the same time, it's so goddamn boring sometimes. That and golf. It's like golf is just like... It's just uber... Like, there's not a lot of action going on with golf. So, like, if I play a golf game... Like... There's just a lot of peace going on. Like, you'll hear the roar of the crowd if you make a good shot, but a lot of the time it's just like, you're just standing in a field, nothing's moving, it's quiet. You know, it's just like, it's just peaceful. And it's like, this is the opposite of something that will keep me awake. And of course I know a lot of people will look at golf like,
ask the spectator sport and say the same thing, and by all accounts they are right. There's not a lot of adrenaline going on with golf. They're just melting, dude. I should have done that. Run! I accidentally aggroed that one fucking thing. Okay, there we go. We were already done with the challenge, so we didn't have to stay there. Because, like, as long as it says objective accomplished over here, then, like, you pretty much get credit for it, so you don't have to stay. Alright, so we're waiting on... Okay, nice. I only got two. I only got 2 gemstones out of that one because I didn't really get a chance to hit anything. Or turn anything in. So that's 5 more. Also, my retainers have finished their thingies. That's what I'm saying, it's like... For somebody that's newer, like, they have to pay attention to less things in the beginning because there's so much that this game has to offer. And then, like, as you kind of get used to the amount of workload, then you could start adding more onto it. But in the beginning, it's just like, there's just too many things to look at. It's like me with League of Legends, where it's like, I just feel overwhelmed with having to do everything at the same time. Like, I have to pay attention to my laner, and I also have to check the map, I have to ward things out, I have to CS, and it's like, there's so much happening that, like, if you're new to the game, like, you don't know how to budget your time, or where to look. So, like, trying to train your eyes is, like, the hardest part of that whole thing. It's also another thing too, is like a lot of people, they say that they like to go to sleep to the sound of thunderstorms and stuff like that. I am too deathly afraid of lightning to sleep during a thunderstorm, and that's exactly what we have going on right now. We just have, like, massive storm, tornado bullshit going on. Like, I think over here it's tapering off, but we're still under a tornado watch. So that's a thing. So... this is going to be the time of the year where, like, a lot of the nasty weather comes. You get the hurricanes, you got the tornadoes. So... you just gotta be prepared and be safe. How many tombstones do I have? 247. That's actually really good. We're on good pace. I think that's the thing too, is that, like, I enjoy doing a lot of monotonous, boring things for dopamine. Somebody told me that I take, like, the most, like the games that, like, cause, like, the most anxiety and turn them into the most boring games ever. Like, I take all of the, like, any sense of danger, any sense of stress, like, I somehow managed to make it look not so, apparently. Like, I have a talent for doing that, apparently. Oh, God. I do still have my package waiting downstairs, too. I know what that package is, too. Like, the package is literally just, like, concentrated, like, electrolyte stuff for the gym that I have. Because I was tired of getting powders, I was tired of buying, like, all the Gatorades that just cost too much. So I was like, I'm just gonna get this big jug of concentrate. And just make my own Gatorade. And it'll be, like, a hell of a lot cheaper than having to buy, like, 1,000 of those bottles of shit. Oop. This way! Somebody over there has the Yokai Watch mount. Or one of them. There were two of them, I believe. Oh, it's this guy. I'm the main tank now. I don't have my stance on. You know I'm not really all that engaged with what I'm doing, but I'm just checking the map to see where to go next. We're gonna get the Bedge mount. We're taking a Bedge.
This is what I think of your challenges?
I wonder if we'll actually get the one fate for the capybara. Because the fate to get the capybara mount is actually in this area. But it's triggered by, like, a bunch of different You have to do like a series of these fates in order to unlock it. Fuck. Why? Oh, I clicked out. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Where the fuck? Oh my god. Oh my god, 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 oh my god. Are they dying? Are they dying? Son of a bitch! Okay. I think we're at more of a manageable amount. What the fuck are your problems, guys? You pulled all of them into the same area. We're gonna die. You know what? No, we're not. Alrighty. Oop, south. South. Alright, 37, 3 more. This is gonna be 38 right here. Whew! It feels good getting back into the swing of things. I feel like it's been so long since I've really hard grinded this. Everyone's a warrior. Ow, ow, ow. My head is so itchy. Nice. We haven't happened upon a single Atma yet, have we? Not a single one. Shit, dude. Those are gonna be so hard to come by. This is like an old school grind right here. I don't know how many people played Maple Story here, but this is kind of like the Arwen's Glass Shoe grind. The real ones remember how hard it was to finish that quest. You had to basically go to Parian, and you had to constantly grind these fucking mobs until you found a glass shoe for a fairy and a Linnea. And it took forever for the stupid thing to drop. It was the most impossible shit back in the day. Nowadays they made the quest so brain dead easy, but back in the day it was like painful. Ooh, cactuses, cacti. Three warriors sitting in a branch. Oh, bro, I am so tilted today. Speaking of which, I was about to talk about, like, So, like, I had, like, a head of lettuce today, right? Like, I was gonna, you know, have some for my lunch today, along with, like, my chicken and whatnot. I was, like, peeling back, like, you know, a lot of the leaves of it. There was a fucking bug in it. There was a bug in my head of lettuce. Like, even after I had washed the stupid thing, there was a bug in there. Immediately lose my appetite. I'm tilted. Like, I throw the fucking thing away. And then, like, I come back to my desk. The bug had escaped the head of lettuce that I threw away, and it was, like, crawling on my desk, and I was even more tilted. I took out my vacuum cleaner, and I just sucked the fucking thing into the vacuum cleaner. And I left that vacuum cleaner running for, like, 2 minutes. I was so angry. Because, like, for me, like, I genuinely despise bugs. Like, I'm sorry to anybody that loves them. I can't stand them. Like... I don't even know what I was doing. But, like, I genuinely lost my appetite after I saw that bug. I, like, spat out, like, the lettuce that I was eating. I was just so mad. And I was just like, you know what, that's gonna be, like, my new diet routine, is just, like, find insects in your food and just lose your appetite, and that way you won't overeat. Because you're just vile, like, just vilely disgusted. I was so angry. I was going to enjoy just, like, having, like, just a bunch of freaking lettuce leaves, too. But that just ruined it for me, man. Hey, we did it. So that is our 40 shared fates for this section. We did not get a single Atma in the time, so I'm going to move on to the next section to try to get some from the next one. This is just going to be a very slow grind. But we basically need to get 3 of those Atma from each of the 6 regions. This is how slow it was back in Heaven's Word, too. It was just ridiculously painful. Heaven's Word and also, like, A Realm Reborn had the Atma as well. So, like, that was the reason why my character's face was just as agonized as my real-life voice was. Even though, like, I gotta be honest, it was really funny. Because they know exactly what they were doing, reintroducing the Atma. It was like in, what is it? Oops, that one just disappeared off the map. It was like in Shadowbringers when you were first getting introduced into the Crystarium. And they showed the tombstones, and like all of a sudden, like you just do a thing like, oh no, not the tombstones. It's like we've come to an entirely different world, but these are still somehow the currency that we have to put up with. Speaking of being deathly afraid of lightning, this is an entire lightning riddled section of the map. So cool on them. Cool on them. And I had to stay here for 40 goddamn fades. Is it 40 or is it 39? Either way, it's gonna be a long ass time. I've done one. So I need to do 39 more. Not to mention, too, this is also a big-ass map, so, like, there's gonna be a lot of travel time in between the different fates as well. So I feel like I'm gonna have to pick my spots in some scenarios, because there might not be time for me to get from one to another. So I'm just kind of keeping an eye on the map here. Just need to see if anything pops up. I think we're in like a lull right now. I also have to check my email. Oh, there's one down there. I have to check my email to see if I got the email from Nintendo that I can buy, that I can pay for the Switch 2. Social. YouTube now live on your channel. Oh. It's literally like my go live notification for this stream. People are already fighting down there. Also, when I'm doing AoEs, I don't even use my mouse. Like, I have like one hand on WASD and I have the second hand on my 8, 9, and 0 keys on my number line on the top. Because those are my AoEs. So if I were to, if I want to change my camera angle, I have to like take my hand. Hey! As soon as I freaking get here, I get a demi-atma. Whereas like the other place, like I grinded like how many and I didn't get one? Wow, this place has got better luck to it already, huh? How about that? Oops. My mount was going slow. So that's what it looks like for, you know, visual evidence of what it is I'm going for here. That's what it looks like to get an Atma. And that was a lightning bolt, I'm scared. Okay. So we've gotten lucky with 1 Atmos so far. We need 2 more. But we also need to complete quite a few more shared fates as well, so... By all means, we are not done here. I wish there was like a little ticker that I could keep in like the corner. I need to get some more money too. I only have 14 million. That sounds like a first world problem thing to say. Is like I only have 14 million, but in this game 14 million is not a lot at all. That's why I keep telling people that have like this amount of money or less. It's like you don't have a lot of money. Like I always say that I'm broke when I have this kind of money. Because I want people to understand that like you can't be frivolous with your money in this game. Unless you already have everything. It's like what you have is not going to be a lot. Like not unless you have like the max amount of gil. Like you really don't have a lot. Because like 3 purchases and a lot of that's gone. In fact, 1 purchase and all of mine is gone. There are some mounts in the game that you need to spend like 50 million gil just to get the 1 mount. That's why I'm just like, whatever amount of gil you have, it's not enough. So like that's why like anybody that's spending a lot and they have less than me, like I try to tell them not to do it. Like be smart with your money in this game. Until you can afford to, you know, be a little bit more... Is frivolous the word for it? Or is frivolous the other word? Frivolous. Not having any serious purpose or value. Oh, that's not what I was going for. Don't be too liberal with your spending, is what I mean to say. Not until you can afford to be more liberal with your spending. Right now, like, if there's something on the market board that, like, one of those things is, like, half of your stack, like, it's not going to be good. This is also the problem with streaming fate farming, is that, like, it can be very hideously inconsistent, so... There are going to be times where I'm literally just sitting here trying to fill the air. Which is a lot of the reason why, like, I feel like I'm just going to do, like, a lot of the rest of it off-stream. See, part of me wonders if I should stream this kind of stuff. Like, just the grind. Because I don't think I'd want to talk through some of it. Like, it would just be exhausting after a while. Unless I was, like, with people that I could talk to, but... Nobody I know that plays this game except for, like, 1 person is even here. Like, at this part of the game. There's, like, 1 or maybe 2 people. Apart from that, like, everybody else, they have... Either they barely started Dawn Trail, or... They haven't started Dawn Trail at all. Which I think is wild, because, like, I bought the pre-order for a couple of people. To play it. And it's been a year, and they still haven't started it. And, like, I understand, too. Like, some of them, like, they didn't have the machine with which to play the game. Which is perfectly fine. You know, times are hard. But there were some people that were fully capable of playing this and just didn't. And I'm like, come on, man. Where is everything? What the hell? At this point, how am I supposed to get anything done? Nothing's showing up on the map. Need to pan out a little bit here so I can see everything. I could start selling the bicolor gemstone things too, because we can get those bicolor gemstone vouchers. That's like worth like 100 each. They also do have that one mount that's worth like 100 million gil, which I know in my heart of hearts, if I get that mount, I will 100% sell it. Like, I will not want the 100 million gil mount. Which I believe it's like a sugar glider. It's like the cutest mount in the world. But I know for me, if I ever get the Ozma mount from Final Fantasy IX, I will never use another mount again. So I wouldn't want to spend 100 million gil on a mount that I will never use, because there's a mount that's more near and dear to my heart. I also really wish Square Enix would stop teasing us about the Final Fantasy IX remake already. Like, please just announce it. I'm begging you. I will be so mad. I am so mad. The reason I wasn't seeing anything was because I had the wrong fucking map open. I am so angry. I'm furious. I'm livid. I am brimming with hate and pain and piss. I was like, it's too goddamn quiet. There's absolutely no way that this is a real thing right now. I probably missed like 1 or 2 fates because of that. I'm so mad. That is such bull hockey. Part of me wonders if there was another one that was supposed to spawn right there. This is where I kind of wish that somebody would just call them out. Like, if you can't see it on your map. Fuck, I knew there was going to be another one right there. I fucking, like, just from the way that the NPCs were talking, it sounded like there was going to be something that spawned right back there. Catobleps. You can't even see me. Alright. That was painless. I do still have to make like a couple more videos too for social media, now that I think of it. I have to make some bard songs for YouTube. I have to do something with my Ray-Ban metas. Because I remember that one stream where I played pool, nobody could see fucking anything because I was staring at the ground the whole time. Just because of the way that I assume my stance while playing pool. That was another thing too. I said this in my my Instagram story today, but like I had like a thing of like 5 facts, and my first fact is that I'm cross dominant, which basically means that like depending on what it is I'm doing, like my dominant hand will change. Because I'm basically like, in terms of like handedness, I'm like right down the middle. Like the only real thing that's like a like I'll write with my right hand, or my left hand, excuse me. Like, so like I've established dominance for like at least that, but like what the hell is that? Sorry, try not to die. I actually didn't realize I had Primal Ruination procced the entire time I was fighting this asshole. Nope. Okay. Oh, there's one right there. But basically, so I'm left eye dominant, is what I mean to say. And also, like, as far as writing goes and kind of like what side I favor, it feels more like it's my left side, but I'm still very much capable of doing a lot of the same things on my right side too. So I don't really have like, I remember I took like a handedness test one time to see if I was left or right-handed, or like, you know, what my bias was. It was legitimately almost right down the middle. I think it was like a slight tick towards the left side. Like, but it was like literally 1 tick. Everything else was very much like, you know, I could use... Because it asks you things like, you know, like, what hand would you use to, like, open a door? And would you ever use your other hand to do it? And a lot of the time it was like, yeah, I could use my other hand to do it. Like, if I wanted to use, like, a key or something, like, I could use my left hand or my right hand. Like, these things were not, like, exclusive to one hand to me. And after I finished the test, it was literally, like, right down the middle. But it kind of becomes a little bit frustrating sometimes with some activities because, like, I have a different dominant hand or dominant foot for everything I do. So, like, I play tennis left-handed, I play golf right-handed. I throw with my left hand, I bat with my right, I play pool right-handed. I play guitar right-handed. But I think the most frustrating thing was actually drums, like playing the drums. Because I'm like left-hand biased with drums, but I'm right, like my right foot is like better at being the lead when doing the bass drum. So I'm basically all crossed up, and I had to commit to being like a right-handed drummer because of my foot. It's the most fucked thing in the world. Like, drumming is, like, the one thing where, like, being cross-dominant has actually, like, really kicked my ass. Because I can't settle on one or the other. It's funny, too, because, like, my dad was a drummer, so, like, he's trying to teach me right-handed, but, like, I just have, like... I'm better at keeping the rhythm the other way around than doing it right-handed. But then my right foot was the one that I wanted to use. So everything was wrong. Oh my god. Hang on a second. Let me go wash my hands here. Alright, we'll keep it going for maybe a couple more minutes. Let's get to the 3-hour mark on the stream, and then from there, we'll call it. I'll probably still be playing, but I'll just get to be a potato and chill out for the rest of the stream. Or for the rest of the night, I should say. Probably not going to be on much longer either, because I still do have to get up early tomorrow. I got my alarms all set and everything. Gotta be up at good old 7 a.m. On the weekend. Hopefully the weather's not too terrible. Alright, so we got one going over there. I'm going to have to get down in a hurry, because I believe this is the elephant one. This kind of makes me want to play a Pokemon game now, too, honestly. I don't know why that creeped into my head. I really want to play a Pokemon game. Like, I have just been in the mood for a Pokemon game recently. And, like, I don't know which one it will be, genuinely. Like, as much as I would wish for it to be Scarlet and Violet, like, it's just so unplayable in its current state that I kind of want to wait for the Switch 2 to even replay it. But by the time the Switch 2 comes, or, well, by the time I actually acquire a Switch 2, like, Legends ZA will come out. I almost said Legends Arceus. Gonna go straight down, straight down. I am just genuinely ready to play a Pokemon game. Like, it's been too long now. I know that there's been DLC, and, you know, I still haven't even played through, like, the rest of the DLC for Scarlet and Violet, but... Fuck my ass. There was another one over here. I hate snakes. So I'm gonna just stick to this one. If somebody hits that one while we're away, that's fine. Get off the ground, ass butt. God fucking damn it, just move. Alright. Okay, nobody started it. Nice. Everyone committed to the other one. So we'll still have a chance at finishing, or at least getting a piece of that. Hopefully, if we could fly any goddamn faster. How many shared fates is that for us right now? I mean, we're not close at all. Okay, we're almost at 10, actually. That's not too bad. Where's the Forlorn Maiden? Oh, somebody already killed it. Holy shit, that was quick. Or maybe they didn't. Nope, there's one in the top corner, but everyone's sticking around. Oh, they're teleporting. Might be a smarter idea. It seems kind of silly spending 100 gil to be on the same map, but... Get fucked! We'll be able to make up that 100 gil pretty quickly. Especially if things are going the way that I hope they will with all this. Just trying to make sure to position myself where I can hit the most things possible. Okay. Nothing on the map. Alright, we got 10 minutes to go. Let's see if we can get ourselves at least another Atma before we get out of here. If not, it's okay. Honestly, I would much rather want to finish the Atma and the shared fate thing for this area, so I never have to come here again. Because I hate lightning, and I would much rather not be around lightning. So if I can knock this area out while I'm here, either today or tomorrow, I would be a very happy person. Hey, Amaya, how you doing? Fellow bard lady, even though I'm not playing a bard right now. Because I don't want to die. I love how we all congregate right in the middle. Yeah, Annie. It's also worth checking out like these mounts too. We have like a chocobo, we have the 15 car. We got ceremonial chocobo. You get that from getting married in this game. We have a oh, what was the name of that asshole? This one here. This is from the the Bahamut thing. I can't remember. I keep thinking Nidoran, but I know that's not right. What is the name of that fucking thing? I don't even know if I have it. I don't think I have it. I do not have that now. Oh, shit. Alright. Let's see here. Got to get down from here in a hurry. They need to make mounts faster. This is preposterous. Oh, somebody's busy over here. Holy shit. I think one more thing that I want to do too, like whenever it's better weather outside, I just want to go to the zoo. I've kind of been wanting to go to the zoo. Of course, now that we're getting into like the hotter weather months, the zoo is probably going to be kicking when it comes to the smell. At least, like, when it's colder outside, like, you don't get, like, the rankness. I mean, you'll still get, like, a little bit of it, but when it's hot, like, you go to, like, the elephant exhibit, and that shit is kicking. Like, all the animals just smell, like, 10 times worse in the summer. And, you know, you can't blame them. I mean, that's just the way the shit goes, but... I played that like an absolute buffoon. Like, my rotation is actually like ass backwards. That was so bad. Part of me wants to actually, like, go back in the VOD and clip that, just to show people how bad I am at this class. And how it, like, genuinely doesn't really even matter. Like, if you're bad at this class, as long as you stay alive, it genuinely doesn't matter. Alright, where are we going? Where are we going? Nowhere. Alright, so we got 3 minutes left on the clock for the stream before we are... going to call it. So thank you guys once again for coming to watch today. It's been a lot of fun. We got to 13 on the Heritage Found right now. We're probably going to get to 40 by the end of the night, depending on whether or not I just want to go to bed right now. But we will be doing more streams in the future. One thing that wait, no, what was I going to say? Shit. I completely blanked. Never mind, I don't remember. I'm tired, I'm sleepy, and that's just the way it is, bro. But either way, it's always a lot of fun getting to stream. And, I hope to do more in the very near future. Hopefully they actually have things of substance that I would like to do. Because I would like to be able to stream things like with intent, you know what I mean? Not just like kind of going live for the sake of going live. Like, I want to have like a plan when I get on stream. For this one, it was just to do Occult Crescent, and then it just kind of spiraled into whatever it was we're doing now. But I would very much like to have like something where it's like there's an event happening, or there's something to sink your teeth into. You know I said that quite a bit this stream, but like, I do feel really weird about having the directionless streams. Like, I really don't like that feeling. And I would very much like to have one where it's like, as soon as you get on, you know what's going on, you know what's going down, and it's worth tuning in for. So... that's pretty much what's going on right now. We shall see, but okay, so we're gonna have our one last fade here. So however long this takes, we'll just see through this to the conclusion. So we got one more fade. Let's make this a good one. Oh my god. That was rather quick, actually. That was right on the 3-hour mark. Alright, so that's going to be it for me for today. Let me see if we could send you guys somewhere. Can we raid somebody here? Who do we know? Do we know anybody of aught? Nobody is online that I know that we could raid. Apart from much more popular streamers. So I'm going to leave it here today. So thank you guys once again for coming to drop into the stream here. Hopefully I'll be live soon with more stuff. If not, you know, just keep to the IG to see like what the most recent happenings for this stream are going to be. And I'll see you guys next time. Have a good weekend.